Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and today I'm here with a Speck Presidio Leather Folio for iPhone 10. This is a very nice folio case for the 10. Leather on the exterior, microfiber on the interior. We have a little hidden compartment here on the interior cover, which will hold up to 3 cards. And this case also supports auto sleep wake. It's the first case that I have reviewed for iPhone that has this feature, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So let's look at these features a little bit more closely on my iPhone 10 in space gray. Looking at the construction of this case, the exterior, as I said, is a hard, smooth leather material, and then the sides of it are a hard plastic. Going into the interior, you have a plastic back and then rubbery sides on here. The sides are lined with this impactium material, which is what gives this case its 10 feet of drop protection. Very impressive. Love the Presidio lineup for that. We also have a hard rubber that goes around the edges here. This has a little bit of grip. There's not a whole lot of grip overall to the case, but the rubbery bits here on the sides are a little on the grippy side. Then looking here on the interior here of your folio cover, this is lined in a soft microfiber material, and then we do have our little compartment here which will hold 3 cards. Putting your phone in this case is really quite straightforward. Simply just put in the one side, make sure that it is pushed all the way to the side, and then clip on the corners. This is relatively tight fitting, but once you get it on, you've got a nice tight fit on your sides, on the top. The bottom, most of it except right in the middle where you do have a little bit of give, where there is just rubber and then no polycarbonate bridge holding it up. Same thing is true over here in the area with the volume button. So you do have a bit more give there, but overall this is a very nice tight fitting case on your iPhone. We have lots of lip with this case, should be very protective for your screen. I currently have the Zag Glass Plus screen protector on here, and even with this still have tons of lip with this case. So if you like a well protected screen, you'll be happy with this. Looking here at our port openings, they're of course well positioned and well sized. You should be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here if you need to, although given the fact that this does support wireless charging, you may be using your lightning port less often than you otherwise would. Going around to the sides, got some Speck branding here. The sides are not very grippy. This case overall is not very grippy, which is, I suppose, overall not a surprise. Speck's not known for grip on its cases except for the candy shell and Presidio grip. Going up here to our buttons, beautiful, lovely to press, absolutely no issues there, and then there's plenty of space to get to your mute switch. You can also access your buttons from the exterior, which is nice, no problem with volume up and down, although you can't access the mute switch with the cover closed. Going around to the top, not a lot going on there, and then going over here to our side button, this is again a pleasure to press. Love Speck buttons. Like the previous Speck Presidio Folio case that I reviewed, the one that is not the leather version, we do have a little bit of a notch here. Not really sure what this is for. It almost looks like it was a spot where they thought about putting a closure and then decided not to. Maybe it's just a spot where it's supposed to make it easier for you to open it, but of course it's always easy to open because there is no closure on this. This is one of the unfortunate things about this case. I wish that there was some sort of a magnetic closure or other type of clasp with it, but it does not have one. But we do have this odd, intriguing little notch here. Not really sure why. Looking at the back of the case, we have a leather panel which is inset into this polycarbonate back. You still have some polycarbonate that is visible here at the top and sides and bottom. This material is described as being a bonded European leather. Not sure whether bonded European leather is any different than regular bonded leather, but overall bonded leather has a reputation for being not one of the most premium grades of leather. However, this has a pleasant feel to it and seems like it should wear reasonably well. It is definitely fingerprint and smear resistant. So you do have plenty of protection here for your protruding camera, no issues there. And as I mentioned before, this case does support wireless charging flawlessly. Going around to the front, this is entirely leather here on the front. We have a little bit of Speck branding up here in the corner, but it's really pretty discreet. Opening it up, it's fun to see the auto sleep wake working. This works flawlessly with this case, and it's just a nice little feature. I didn't expect to have auto sleep wake with this, and so I was thrilled to find out that it did support that. So looking here at our card carrying functionality, this little section here will hold up to 3 cards. Quite easy to use. You can have less than 3 cards if you want. You could also put a bill or so in there if you wanted. But basically 3 cards is your capacity. So once they're in there, then you close it up here at the top. And it closes quite securely. They're not going to open unexpectedly. And then once it's closed, you can see that it's not going to bulge. This is designed to fit the 3 cards. As long as that's going to close, then you're not going to have any bulging issue with this, which is great because I'm not a big fan of the wallet type cases that once you close the folio cover, they bulge in an ugly manner. So really happy to see this. And again, got to love this sleep wake. So getting your cards out of here is no problem. Just open it up and slide them out. No issues there. So how does this compare to the regular Presidio folio case, you might be wondering? I reviewed this one a while back. This is the non-leather version. It's a little bit cheaper. So the difference between the two would be that the non-leather version here has a lot more grip. It's kind of a coated canvas type feel to it. It's definitely grippier. And the leather, although it has a pleasant feel in the hand, does not have much grip at all. So you do have to keep that in mind. However, the killer function that the leather version has is that it's got auto sleep wake, and your regular non-leather folio does not. So definitely if you were looking for your auto sleep wake or a more executive look, you might want to go with the leather folio option instead. Again, we've been looking at the Speck Presidio Leather Folio for iPhone 10. This product is available directly from Speck as well as from many other retailers, and it has an MSRP of $54.95. It comes in the lovely black color shown here as well as a brown leather version. Many thanks to the kind folks at Speck for sending me out this sample to review. If you have any questions about this product, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please hit that subscribe button because I have lots more great case reviews yet to come. Again, this is Kristen, and this is the Speck Presidio Leather Folio for iPhone 10. Have a fantastic day.